Getting set for the green flag. We'll be riding along with 8 CBS onboard cameras today, including the pole sitter Joe Ruttman.
All we can do is stay in line. Green, 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 green. Go, 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 go.
Greg Biffle battling Ruttman for the lead. Ruttman comes right back at him in the backstretch.
Pretty impressive. Biffle was able to hang on that outside because usually, at least in the early going, that inside groove is the preferred one.
Well, you see him right now fighting back. Biffle on the outside there. Joe Ruttman on the inside. They head down the front straightaway here. It's a three-truck battle for the lead.
Fifth race Joe Ruttman has led this year, but only the second since Bakersfield. Let's ride with him on our Dana camera.
Looking back at Kenny Schrader there, he made a great run coming out of the corner there. Now he looks to the lead down the back straightaway, Nick.
Kenny Schrader does not run many of these truck races, but he's trying to make the best of it here today. As he goes down into turn 3, he'll take the lead, Mike.
And he opens the door for Greg Biffle. That red and black Roush Granger number 50 comes up the inside. And it's the first truck race that Schrader has led since Richmond in September of '97.
And notice Kurt Busch there in the 99 truck, this truck right here. He won last week in Milwaukee, making himself known right now as he moves up past Joe Ruttman.
Front four single file. Ruttman slots in fourth, and now Andy Houston fifth. Here's the race for sixth place. Jimmy Hensley number 16, and it's Setzer hard in the wall.
He did. I don't know if they locked the brakes or what happened, but boy, he did go hard into that wall.
More trucks involved there. That's Jack Sprague, number 24, on fire there.
Rob Morgan and Sprague piled in. It did not look as if Setzer had steering control or brakes as that car came off the wall.
Look, both sides of the front of the truck is just crammed in. The back is, there's Mike Wallace getting out of his truck.
That's Jack
Sprague.
Yes.
Beg your pardon.
Jack Sprague looking over his truck. That's a good sight to see him. Look at the damage to the front there. Oh, my goodness.
And a little fuel fire underneath the hood. And Sprague, the two-time series champion, will score minimal points today.
Certainly.
Rob Morgan was also involved as drove away.
Sprague was in the hunt, or still is, or was before today. This is going to be a big hit as far as the championship chase is concerned.
And Dennis Setzer there, he was winner last year here, and boy, that truck, and he took a wallop on going into turn 3.
The Mopar Performance Cam right there as you see the record crew move into position. Let's see what happened to Dennis Setzer here.
Well, he was on the outside of Jimmy Hensley going. It looks like the left front wheel is definitely locked.
He's got the brakes on there, trying to slow the truck down. He got in the loose stuff on the outside there. There's a tremendous amount of dirt and rubber buildup on the high side of the racetrack. He locked the brakes down, trying to slow the truck down. Of course, when he did that, he lost the steering totally.
Another look.
See it go straight, though. Mike, that looked like something might have broke on the truck because he was trying to turn it and nothing happened.
Look how far back that left front wheel is in the wheel well. Well, it was pointed fairly straight at that time. We can only speculate, but certainly the left front brake did lock.
And how Mike Wallace in the 2 truck got through there, I'll never know. Now, he's on the outside there. There was no contact between he and Jimmy Hensley. He just goes straight up, makes hard contact into the wall there.
And then as the force of hitting the wall sort of brings the truck back down across the track. And this is what the others were hitting. Here's what Mike Wallace saw.
Well, buddy, you wondered how he got through here? Here's how.
Watch this.
Boy, that was a great piece of driving. Heads up.
On board with Dennis Setzer. That's Andy Houston just ahead.
You know, I heard like a tire fluttering just before he got to the wall. Like the right front might have gone flat down at the far end of the back straightaway. But on replay there, you could hear the tire fluttering as he was headed towards the wall.
Certainly a hard lick by Dennis Setzer.
And the truck now being loaded up. And onto the rollback truck. And
Mike,
Setzer has climbed out of the truck, we're told.
Mike, you can have a leak in a tire like that, and you feel it going flat, and there's not one thing you can do except try to slow the truck down just a little bit.
Of course, the field has been stopped over going into turn 3.
Now, Jack Sprague was the point-standing runner-up, just 82 points behind Greg Biffle coming into this race, and his truck is damaged perhaps beyond repair. Dennis Setzer was 8th in the championship standings as this wreck happens on lap 4, and it brings the field to a red flag very quickly in the opening laps of the New Hampshire 200. We'll be right back.
CBS Sports presentation of the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series is sponsored by Craftsman. Made in America and guaranteed forever, Craftsman makes anything possible. Doc Otis, a new flavored alcohol malt beverage. Real lemon, real refreshment. Unlock the Doc. And by Ford Outfitters, no boundaries.
Welcome back to New Hampshire International Speedway. There is Dennis Setzer's truck, and look at the right front of that Dodge Ram. The right front is pushed right back to the door. Here is another look at what happened entering turn 3 on lap 4.
He was on the outside of Jimmy Hensley, and then all of a sudden the smoke starts coming from the front wheels. The wheels are locked up.
Now Setzer's pretty much along for the ride, and when they get double wide behind him,
Rob Morgan in the 46 hits him first and turns him up. Then Jack Sprague comes along, just a victim of circumstances, nowhere to go.
we're going to show you once again from on board. Let's watch and listen. Good thing that's a tough truck.
Yeah, and you could hear just before he got to the wall, the outer tire went down.
There's Rob Morgan's truck with right front damage. And again, Dennis Setzer and Jack Sprague both climbed out of their trucks okay. Dick Berggren.
Well, Dennis Setzer's spotter said he did a little bit more than just climb out, that he actually walked to the ambulance. I was listening to the radio, however, Howard Comstock has taken a look at that truck, Mike, and he has declared it done for the day. Sprague's truck looks absolutely horrible. It just came by my position. If you get that one back on the racetrack, it will be a miracle. Mike?
Sprague coming into this race second in points. And here's Morgan's crew at work.
Well, I think they got a lot of work to do yet, Mike, on that truck. That right front wheel, they had a lot more camber in it than it started the race with, and looked like the wheel was pointed out a little bit too, so the toe end was out.
Well, the great news on that wreck was he did walk.
That's true. There's the Mopar cam from Dennis Setzer, and we're not going to see many pictures from that today. Here is Mike Wallace. This is the team ASE camera on board his Ford Jim Smith truck. Bobby Hamilton will have one of our CBS race cams. That's a Dana cam on board his pickup, making a guest appearance. His teammate Joe Ruttman. Now, Bobby Hamilton owns both those trucks. That's another Dana cam on board Ruttman's number 18. Randy Tolsma, the Citgo SuperGuard motor oil camera on board the number 25. Kenny Schrader also making a guest star appearance. That's the Federated Auto Parts camera on board Schrader's number 52. He is the race leader. Andy Houston, the Cat Rental Stores camera, is in the number 60 truck. And West Coast driver Jim Engelbright in the 02, and that is a very bright paint job. There are jelly bellies all over it. They sponsor that onboard camera. 1 to go. We're going to go back to racing. We have now completed 6 laps, the last 3 of which run under a red flag and then a caution. Well, will Jack Sprague get back in this race? Wow.
Certainly a lot of work to do if they do, because you'll have to replace the radiator and most of those front end parts, and who knows what it might have done in the engine compartment.
Putting the Sawzall to work there underneath the hood to try to free it up. Coming into today, Jack Sprague was just 82 points behind Greg Biffle. Sprague led the standings 5 races ago, but he finished 28th in Texas, which knocked him to second. Andy Houston, Mike Wallace, Kurt Busch, and Randy Tolsma, the top half dozen.